Guys, before we start this video, if you head over to our website, www.justinswanstrom69.com, the site is up and running. It is all brand new. We have a lot of new products on the site, starting off with this bucket hat. We also have rods that came out of my motor in season 5, prenup. She ran awesome. They are back on the site. There's a limited quantity on there, so make sure you get over there and get them because they are going really fast. As you can see behind me, I basically went through today and I tore down Callie's whole motor. We've been out testing with her and they've been having some issues oiling with this engine. So they put their spare engine in and kept testing. So Dwayne, Callie, they had to go back home because they got a day job. They asked me if I would tear the motor down so we can send the crank and the block over to get the crank polished and to get the block itself line bore. So I got it all tore down. See all the parts hanging over here. I'm leaving in the morning to go pick up my truck, the dually, you know, the one that we're gonna be carrying the merch trailer with. It is finally done. I haven't got to see it yet, so y'all will get to see it when I see it. We are then heading up to North Carolina because we got to pick up prenup and then bring it back so we can get it body worked and wrapped to start testing. There's a lot of stuff going on, but that's not what this video is about. This video is about Street Outlaw, No Prep Kings, Season 6 schedule. We are going to go through, we're going to read off the schedule. Hopefully y'all get y'all's tickets. I want to see y'all. That's the best thing about my job is seeing all the fans and being able to travel. So we're going to read off the schedule. I'm going to let y'all know what races I'm most excited about and the reason why, where my favorite track is, and the problems that we're going to face this year. So if you haven't done already, make sure you subscribe to this channel, turn that bell notification on, and let's go ahead and jump into it. I am inside my merch room. As you can see, it is a little bit messy right now, but we are getting all the merch out, getting everything set up, getting ready. We got inventory coming in. We even got our new label to be able to box up our own packages and just make it that much more better whenever you buy something from Swangate. But like I said, this video is going to be talking about the schedule for this year. Season 6, Street Outlaw, No Prep Kings. Everybody has been seeing the schedule as we've been dropping races every week. I am going to have my phone right here, so basically I'm going to be reading off the schedule and we're going to be talking about it. This year's a little bit different. Let's start off with that. The reason why this year is a little bit different is because we went to Australia. Some of the cars, Robin Roberts, Jeff Lutz, Maine, took their MPK cars over there. So we are actually waiting on their cars to come back. If y'all remember back in season 5, which was 2022 season, we started racing at the end of April. Yeah, the end of April, the beginning of May, we started racing. We pushed MPK back a month because right now, them two drivers do not have their cars. So racing does not start until June 1st. So we pushed it back a whole month. It's actually a good thing because now it gives the guys more time to test. I'm still trying to get prenup ready. I haven't been able to test yet, especially with the new combo, new transmission, new setup inside the car itself, moving the motor and everything. It's going to be a trial and error deal, but we're going to test it and we're going to get it ready. The bad thing about that is, though, it crunches the races that much tighter. Last year, we went on, like, I think a 4 or 5 race deal where, I think it was 4 races where it was back to back to back to back. 4 weeks of pure hell, traveling, racing, hurting parts, putting stuff together, and just exhausting. Well, now that we have pushed MPK back, or when I say we, I'm talking about Pilgrim Discovery, has pushed MPK back, we start June. So I'm going to go ahead and let's just read this schedule offered to you real quick. June by itself, there's 5 weeks in June. And y'all guessed it. We are going to be racing every weekend of June. We are going to start out in National Trail, which is Hebron, Ohio, June 2nd and 3rd. We will then move on to Virginia Motorsports Park, June 9th and 10th, in Petersburg, Virginia. We then move from Virginia up to Brainerd, Minnesota at Brainerd International Raceway, June 16th and 17th. That's 3 weekends back to back to back. We then move on from Brainerd and go all the way south to Beach Bend Raceway. I love Beach Bend. We'll talk about that here in a little bit. Beach Bend Raceway in Bowling Green, Kentucky, June 23rd and 24th. And then have to go back up north June 30th, July 1st for New England Dragway, Epping, New Hampshire. That is 5 races, back to back to back to back to back. So you already know it is going to be very tiring, a lot of parts. I'm hoping we're able to stay in the race and keep moving forward with it. Starting out in Ohio. Ohio is a great track. We love going there. I really like going there. And I like going to all the tracks because I really like to take my guys and let them experience outside the state of Florida. I like to let them experience different foods and stuff in different states. So going into Ohio is going to be a pretty cool deal. Same thing with Virginia. We ran well in Virginia. We have won in Virginia as well, and done extremely well. So hopefully we go back there this year. We're able to do well again, maybe even pull off a win. Hell, even my son Kai Kelly called me right now. I gotta take this. Hello? What up? What were you just saying? What'd you say you were gonna do to me this year?
So I'm gonna put a stripe down your ass like you got on your beard.
My guys always mess with my beard, man. I'm having issues growing it, but listen, it's coming in slowly but surely. But we fucking Kai up this year. He going out with that new screw blower, guys. We fucking him up.
It looked like you fell down whenever you was a kid on a skateboard or something. Scratched your chin.
I do. I got a big scar underneath my chin. It happened when me and my brother were playing in the pool one day, and I think that's the only reason I can think of that I don't grow hair. Trust me, it sucks. I'd rather not grow hair somewhere else, not in the center of my damn chin. But so
Be a lot better if it was somewhere else. Huh?
yeah. How long y'all plan on staying in Houston?
Man, today she went to go do some scans with her.
Sorry about that, guys. I had to answer Kai's call. For y'all that don't know, Lizzie is and she's in Texas now, but she was diagnosed with breast cancer. Pretty bad deal. So I have been, me and Kai are pretty good friends. I know a lot of people think that we hate each other, and we've had our little issues, but we became pretty good friends, and we talk at least 3-4 times a week. But he's been keeping me updated on the whole deal with Lizzie. She is now in Texas. She has gotten into a pretty good place, and they're starting to figure out what the game plan is for her for this year. I've been praying for her. Hopefully, if y'all can, please, everybody pray for her, and hopefully she can beat this sickness, this illness, and be able to get back and stay racing with us and keep moving forward. But anyways, we're leaving Virginia, and we are going up to Minnesota. Let me go ahead and pull this schedule back up real quick. I apologize. So Virginia is a good place. Minnesota, I really like. We did good there. We won last year when we were there in Minnesota, up there in Brainerd. One thing I do like about Minnesota is that you can purchase a place to stay on the property. Like, they have their own little dorm hotel rooms on the property. I bought one this year. I didn't get to get one last year, but I said, you know what? If we get to come back, I'm going. So when they launched the schedule and found out that we were going there, I went ahead and bought it. It was pretty expensive. I ain't gonna lie. It's about $1,500 for 4 nights. But it's gonna be awesome. So, never know. Might fly in a little birdie and check out the view. Moving on from Brainerd, Minnesota, we go down to another track that I love. Multiple reasons why I love going to this place. It is Beach Bend Raceway. That's in Bowling Green, Kentucky. One reason why I love this is because it has a water park right behind it. We always hit the water park. Even though we are grown-ups and adults, I will always be a kid at the heart. So I will definitely hit the water park. Another reason why I am excited about going back there this year, I missed out last year, is Nashville, Tennessee is only 1 hour away from the track. my dream, my goal has always been I wanted to go to Nashville. I never went. I don't know why. There's only 3 places that I want to go. I want to go to Nashville, Tennessee. I want to go to Los Angeles, California. And I want to go to New York City, down in the city. I've never been to those 3 places. So now that we do a lot of traveling and I have a little bit more income to be able to do stuff like that, I do plan on doing that stuff this year. I didn't get to go to Tennessee last year because we actually exploded a motor and had to get the front end and everything fixed. Y'all remember that whenever we popped the intake and it went through the ceiling of the car and the hood and went up into orbit. So I had to work on the car, get it ready, while basically the rest of my crew and my friends, they all went out Thursday night to Nashville. So I did say this year, for sure, doesn't matter what's going on, I am hitting Nashville at least one night. I've always wanted to go there, and we will be going there. So Nashville is definitely on the list, and that is another reason why we love going to Beach Bend Raceway. We move on from Beach Bend Raceway, and we go to Epping, New Hampshire. New Hampshire, great facility. Awesome track, awesome people, fan base. It is amazing up there. Last year, we struggled. We got wrecked. We fixed the car in 3 days, and then we had to drive 24 hours to make it there. And we did well Friday night. Saturday, we had a minor malfunction and blew up another intake when we ran the Pro Charger setup. So hopefully this year is a little bit better there. We're then off the month of July. So July, I'm waiting to see if I'm going to get invited to another street show. If we get the invite to go to another street show, we're definitely going to do it. We are going to be taking prenup. We are going to be putting her on small tires, and we're going to be running it on the street. At the same time, I should be receiving my second car from Cameron Johnson Race Cars. I've been talking to him about it, and he said I should be able to have that car. So we'll get it wired, and if it works out good and we're able to get it tested, maybe we switch cars, or maybe we come back with prenup, keep moving forward. Depends on where we're at in points and how we're doing for the season. But then we come back, start in August, and we go to the race that I won last year. Tulsa Raceway Park in Tulsa, Oklahoma. We ran extremely well last year. We got our first win last year in the invitational class for season 5. I was the first screw blower to win an invitational race. I know there's some people out there that's still upset about that, but it's okay. 3 races in with the new combo, we were able to pull off a win. Moving on from that, we go up to Eagle, Idaho. And I think Idaho is going to be the farthest race that we have out west. We haven't got the other 2 races. For y'all that don't know, we do not know the schedule. What y'all get is what we get. They literally text us and they say, hey, this is the next race. Let's go ahead and put it up so we can start promoting it. And that's how it goes. We do not know the schedule. So even though there's 2 races that's still blurred out right here, I don't know where they're going to go. I have assumptions and ideas and I have an opinion on where I think we're going to go, but don't ever know. We'll talk a little bit about that at the end of this video. But we go up to Firebird Raceway in Eagle, Idaho. Slide down from there to hit Bandamere Raceway in Morrison, Colorado. Bandamere is probably my favorite track to go to because 1, it's up there in the mountains. 2, we race down in the valley and the scenery is just awesome. It's a lot harder to breathe up there, but the scenery is awesome. Moving on from there, we go to a new track. I've never been here. I don't think NPK has ever been here. It is Dragway 42, September 22nd, 23rd in West Saline, Ohio. Oh, look, another Ohio race. So that's 2 races that's going to be in Ohio. And then we go back to where we had our biggest fail, and that is Maple Grove Raceway. There's no hard feelings. We had an issue last year. We got wrecked, messed the car up. It was pretty bad. Was not able to attend that race. I hated that because I've been to every race. Take that back. I attended the race. The car wasn't able to attend the race. I made sure I stayed there, sold merch, hung out with the fans all day before, headed back to Cameron's shop to get the car and everything ready and to be able to hit the next race. But that is a great track to go to. It seems like every year that we do go there, it tends to rain. So I'm happy that we are pushing it back a little bit and we'll get to see if the weather's a little bit different. It is going to play a factor because it's farther into the season and because we're up north, that we're going to come into some cold conditions. So that's where it's going to be pretty tough for us. Hopefully it's not snowing. Hopefully it's not too cold and we're able to have some good racing. But I'm ready to go back to Maple Grove and redeem what happened there and see if we can do better this year, this going around. Move on from that race and head over to US 131 Motorsports Park in Martin, Michigan. Another new track we're going to. I love hitting new tracks. We get to bring out more fans and just grow this sport and keep hitting more areas. We never went to Michigan and raced, so this is going to be the first year to do that. So that's going to be an awesome deal. And moving past that race, we go to North Carolina. I really thought we were going to go back to Rockingham, but instead we are hitting Galot Motorsports Park in Benson, North Carolina. I've raced at Galot Motorsports Park way back in the day when I ran radials. Awesome facility. I think it's the only facility that has heat and cool strips under the track. So it doesn't matter what the temperature is outside. They're able to heat and cool the track whenever they want to. So that is an awesome facility to go to. I've only been there one time and I was only testing. I never got to race there. But I do hear that it is a very fast track, very smooth, and it's probably one of the biggest tracks you can go to. So that ties up the races that we are going to be going to and what we're going to be hitting. Like I said, there's still 2 races left. And in my opinion, everybody was asking in the comments, where do you think the last 2 races are going to be at? I feel it's going to be Steele, Alabama, and I feel it's going to be a Texas race. Those are my 2 picks. I know a lot of people are wanting a Florida race. I don't think we're going to get a Florida race. I hate it. Trust me, I'm from Florida. I wish I could represent and do well, but I'm just going to represent out of the state and try to do well and try to bring the championship back to Florida. But I think, in my opinion, the last 2 races are going to be Steele, Alabama, and then a Texas race. We always end in Texas, and it's usually right around Halloween. And we are going to be coming out with some new wraps throughout the year. So make sure y'all stay tuned because there will be limited special edition merch that you'll only get to buy when that wrap happens. And then it's done. It's over with. It'll never be brought back. So it'll be a limited quantity deal. But I think it's going to be an awesome thing. And I think y'all are going to love the ideas that we got coming up with. Swan Gang is growing at a rapid rate. But I wouldn't be able to do this without y'all. Just like I wouldn't be able to keep moving this YouTube channel forward without y'all sharing the videos, dropping likes, and dropping comments. I have a guy that is starting up in May. Y'all have heard he did mess his leg up. He had to have surgery. So he's kind of down and out right now. But he is going to start up in the middle of May. And once he starts up, we're going to have a lot more content pushing out. I know I've been saying it a lot. The problem is I'm doing everything. I am trying to work on the cars. I am trying to set up the meetings. I'm trying to work on sponsorships. I'm selling the merch. I'm shipping the merch. I'm trying to shoot the videos. I'm trying to edit the videos and post the videos, stay up on social media. It's to the point now, I'm not afraid to say it, it's outgrown me. So I have to get the right people around me to be able to make this thing even bigger. I thought I could do everything, but I can't. So bringing him on board, we are also going to talk about what crew we're going to come into the race season with this year, and we'll announce them in a future video, and we'll talk a little bit about them. But yes, people that's been asking, Big Daddy Brian will always be with me. He is coming back this year. I know he's not always in the videos. He's out working and stuff, but once the car gets back home, we start working on it in the shop, he'll be back around again, I promise. Uncle Mike, he's going to be coming to a few races. So those are 2 people I want to go ahead and let you know that will be with us going this year. We do got some new ones that are going to be showing up. I'm trying to get the season, everything organized and set up to be able to have me stand out there and hang out with the fans and sell as much merch as we can. That's the game plan, is to interact with the fans and have fun with it. Set the guys up to where they can work on the car, get everything done so I can stand out there as long as I can. If something catastrophic happens or if they need my help, I'll always be there. But I'm trying to set the teams up to be able to, you did hear me say teams. So just wait. In a future video, we'll be talking more about that. A JSR, Swan Gang, and Hormone Logics. So we got some cool stuff happening. But hopefully y'all enjoyed this video. Yes, I am excited about going into this season. I think we have a pretty good chance. I think the rules are good. and I think we're going to give it hell. I plan on, leaving nothing on the table. I plan on testing. I got all the parts. I got a spare motor. We're going to have a spare car. I would have never thought 3 years ago when we started Swan Gang that we would be here. So I'm happy, and we just got to keep it rolling. We're on the road to 100,000 subscribers, but I couldn't do this without y'all. So at the end of the day, I want y'all to remember that the only reason why I'm able to do this is because y'all believe in me and y'all keep pushing this forward. I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. I got some more merch to ship out. If y'all want to get your merch, we got bucket hats, new hats, we got rods, we got straw hats. Everything is on the website, and the website is updated, ready for you to go over there, put something in the cart, and go ahead and check out. You can go over to the website at www.justinswanstrom69.com.